Hello friends, welcome back to Of Little and Light. I'm Samantha. Today we're gonna go out into the shed and I'm gonna catch you up on what we've done this week. Our first few exciting things that have happened so far this week is organizing the shed. That was a big undertaking. We are also going to clean out finally and organize the shed again since we have to bring in a bunch of new feed. It's looking a hot mess. There's hay everywhere. Judah comes with me into the shed and just kind of destroys it, which is, you know, what toddlers do. But today, we're gonna fix it up. Nope, I'm coming in, girls. Excuse me. Alright, well here's our hot mess of a dairy shed. And we have our fan and our AC. I haven't had to use the AC in a couple weeks, so that's really nice. Especially for the electricity bill. But yeah, as you can see, hot mess. This was all kind of put away, but Judah comes in here and plays, so. Anyway, I need to sweep and organize, and we have some stuff we're gonna actually take inside finally. It's gonna be a day of work. So let's get started. Okay, well, we got the floor is mostly swept and stuff. We've been using the shed for a lot of storage because we moved some stuff in here before we actually even closed on the house and before we moved into the house. So we're finally going to take it inside and find places for all of it to go. Here's our pile. A lot of it is baby stuff from Judah that he's grown out of that we'll probably use whenever the next one comes around. And some of it's like winter clothes that we're getting ready to need. So we'll be taking all of it inside finally. Another really exciting thing we had happen was we installed a new light. Previously I just had Christmas lights in here, and while it was nice, it was just barely enough light, and it was really yellow in here, so I couldn't record anything, which was a little bit of a downer for me. So we bought this strip light from Jerry's work. It was really easy to install, so I'm a fan. I think eventually we'll get another one and move this one down, but for now it's plenty. Here's our new light. I was saying we'll probably move this one down and then put another one on the other side, and that will be more than enough light. Okay, the last thing that we've done over the week is start mixing our own feeds. Jerry can get FRM feed almost wholesale price from his work, so that's really what we use. And while they're not my favorite, they actually are. The mill is local to us, and so we can get lots of feed, and I'm gonna try mixing it ourselves. Hey Ephraim, he's had a rough day today. He got his head stuck in the fence trying to get the hay and pulled off one of his skurs, so he's a little extra moody. We have our layer crumbles, beet pulp for the goats, and cracked corn, and then this is peanut hay, perennial peanut hay. This is the best hay that I've ever given goats. It makes their milk taste amazing. It's really good for them. It's like, you know, browse instead of grass. And then we have just a regular coastal hay down there. They only get 1 flake of this a day, and then they have free choice of their coastal. I have my goat ration right here. The layer mix is not completely mixed ourselves. We just added in some stuff because we have a bunch of layer crumbles still. So I wasn't just gonna toss them out. So as we use that up, then we'll add in more stuff to make it all our own mix. Okay, well, let me show you how we are mixing our feed. This is our very first try at mixing it. So as I learn, I'm sure it will change. I do my best by Googling things, but you know, there's only so much I can do without a degree. I did this just for you guys so that you can see everything nice and organized and separated. So for our goat grain, we have alfalfa pellets, which are an 18% crude protein. We have all stock pellets, which are a 12% crude protein. The reason that I want to use those is because they have minerals, trace minerals in them already, like copper. And while we will copper bolus our does, I prefer that they have the extra all the time. Then we have black oil sunflower seeds, which are supposed to be really nice for getting their coats to be nice and shiny. And I think that they are kind of like treats. Then we have beet pulp pellets, which is supposed to be great for weight gain. And while our goats aren't underweight per se, I would like them to be a little heavier, so we're going to use this to get them to that point. They don't seem to really care for these as much as, you know, the other tasty parts of this mix. So later I think we'll switch over to the shredded version instead of the pellets. And then we've got cracked corn. I'm now learning that this may not be like the best option, and we will probably phase this out as we mix new batches. But it's okay. It's not, I didn't put a ton of it in here, so it's not going to be a problem. The ratio we have going on is 3 parts alfalfa, 2 parts of the all stock, 1 part sunflower seed, 1 part beet pulp, and 1 part cracked corn. That should come out to about a 13% crude protein, which we will be adding 1 more ingredient. We just have to wait for it to get shipped into Jerry's work. And that is cottonseed meal, which is about a 40% protein, so we'll really up that protein. So anyways, take all these and we just mix them together. For the layer mix, without the cottonseed, we have the FRM layer crumbles, which are 15% protein. We have the cracked corn and the black oil sunflower seeds. These are about a 16% protein, and the corn is about a 8%. So altogether, without the added protein from the cottonseed meal, this ends up being only about a 13 or so % mix, which is why we're getting the cottonseed, so we can bring it up. I'll probably try to get it up to about an 18 since the girls aren't laying, and I want to help them get to that point. So mix this up. The mixture I have in here is 1 part black oil sunflower seed, 1 part corn, and 3 parts of the layer crumbles. I don't think that that's a completely accurate in this, just because it was just for showing, but that's how we mixed the big container. Our hope with mixing our own feed is that we can really cater to what our animals need as they need it. Recently, Selah, our goat that's in milk, has been dipping in production, and I think that it's because of the feed that we were giving. I started diluting it with all stock because I knew we were headed towards mixing our own feed, and I needed to get her ready to have a new feed. So now that we have the new mix, I'm trying to up her intake a little bit so that her milk production will go back up some. From what I've read, she should be getting about a pound per milking. I'm increasing slowly. I'm not just like pouring the feed to her. I'm just gonna do it like quarter pound at a time, just to make sure she doesn't bloat or something. Our dry doe, Sabella, and our buck are getting about a pound each once a day. From what I've read, that's the recommended amount. I'm still new to the whole like learning about the grain part. When we first got goats a couple years ago, I really delved into learning about hay and hay quality and the best types of hay, and that's how we decided on the kind of hay that we keep here. Okay, well, I need to go feed the chickens since they haven't had their food yet today, and hopefully we have another egg out there. We went out yesterday to give them scraps, which is a pretty substantial part of their diet, and there happened to be 2 blue eggs out there, and I was so excited. I like squealed. Egg? Yay! That's so exciting! Oh, blue eggs, guys! We haven't had any blue eggs yet, and actually all of them stopped laying. We had one that was laying, she stopped. But we have eggs again. Okay, no snakes, please. I don't want to deal with snakes. I don't see any. Maybe we're okay. It's nice and cool today, so I need to clean out their coop. Well, I left the rake in the front yard by the garden, so let's go get that. Right where I left it. Oh look! I have a zinnia! Hello, beauty. Girls, you have a good day. I'm done out here. Bye. In a nutshell, that's been our week. We organized the shed, and actually I saw another snake. If you didn't see the video where I found a moccasin, or where the moccasin found me. Anyways, if you didn't see that, go check it out. I definitely freaked out a little bit. A lot of it. Anyways, so organized the shed, started a new feeding regimen for our goats and our chickens. I have been talking to Jess from Roots and Refuge. She's supposed to be getting Ephraim from us. We're still working out the logistics on that and how we're gonna make it happen, but it is in the works. So my project for the rest of the week, today and Friday, hopefully is to sort through all of these clothes that came from the shed, decide what we want to keep, what we want to toss, and then put everything away, because I have other things I would like to do this weekend than do laundry. So I'm gonna get cracking on that, and hopefully this weekend I do something else. Maybe we'll finally get started in the garden. That's super late. So thanks for hanging out with us for the past couple days, all spread out. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again. Bye, y'all.